Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to another World Cup video here on the Chesnoy Gaming channel. This is going to be the first time that we do a custom tournament with one of the teams that didn't qualify for the World Cup. You'll be able to tell from the title and the thumbnail that we're going to be using the Netherlands. Now, they finished third in their qualification group behind Sweden, who finished in the playoff spot, who incidentally then knocked out Italy, who I will also do a run-through with at some point. But winning the group that the Netherlands were in were France. So it will be France that I replace in this tournament with the Netherlands. I would do Sweden, but I've just done a run-through with England and Germany, and literally the last one I did was with Germany in that group. So I'll switch it up, we'll play a different group, and we'll be in a different part of the draw, because even with Germany I still kind of went on the same path as I did with England and ended up meeting them in the round of 16, etc. So we shall replace France with the Netherlands and see how we get on with the team in orange. Now, finished second in the World Cup on 3 separate occasions, 74, 78 and 2010, but never have the Netherlands won the World Cup in 10 separate appearances at the tournament. However, now we shall try and do exactly that, win the World Cup with the Netherlands. So I'm not sure what their squad looks like. I'm genuinely doing this for the first time and haven't even checked to see what players are in the database for Netherlands, because of course they're not on the Ultimate Team version of the game because they haven't qualified for the tournament. So I'm intrigued to see what the side looks like. By default it's a 5 at the back, but the Netherlands do tend to play, or have been very frequent in playing, a 4-3-3. So I shall start with a 4-3-3. I'll go and rearrange my team. You can see we got Ryan Babel, Gini Wijnaldum, Memphis Depay, Vilhena, De Ligt, De Vries, Kenny Tet, Celessen, Van Dijk obviously as well. He'll obviously move from left back to centre back. Quincy Promes, Kevin Strootman, Nathan Ake, Daryl Janmaat. It's not that big a team, not that big a squad. So I'm not sure how we'll get on here. Of course, we are playing on Legendary again with the sliders. Again, as I did in the first episode of the Germany run-through, I will show you those sliders now. 35 shot error, down from 50. 15 pass error, down from 50. 60 goalkeeper ability, up from 50. 60 run frequency, up from 50. And 30 first touch control, down from 50. That's for the AI. My sliders are all left unchanged. So if it was default Legendary, it would be slightly too easy, so we make things more difficult for ourselves. These are the same sliders I've used in all of my career mode series this year on normal FIFA, and we did a run through with Germany on these sliders earlier on in the week. And if you missed that, check the channel page for it. But right now, we're going to take the Netherlands for a run through in the World Cup with Australia, Peru and Denmark in our group. I'm going to go and sort my starting 11 out, and then I will see you on the way into the first game. This is the starting lineup I'm going with. Celessen in goal, Vilhena at left back with De Vries and Van Dijk at centre backs with Kenny Tet right back. Strootman and Davy Prepper holding with Gini Wijnaldum at cam. Quincy Promes wide right, Memphis Depay wide left, and Ryan Babel at striker. And then we have Janmaat, Blind, Ake, De Ligt, Van Ginkel, Van der Beek and Janssen on the bench. That's what I'm going to do for this first game against Australia. We should be able to get out the group stage relatively comfortably, he says, before losing horribly. And what we can do in the knockouts just genuinely remains to be seen. We'll have to wait and see. I have no idea what's going to happen in the knockouts. But hopefully we can do well. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more World Cup content, whether it's these run-throughs or the Ultimate Team series. And the Leverkusen series will be starting very soon as well. As of recording, still waiting for the shirt to arrive in the post. As soon as it arrives, I'll start making the videos. But for now, I'm going to concentrate on this World Cup run-through with the Netherlands. Take on Australia. Australia playing a 4-2-3-1. Matthew Ryan in goal. Fairly strong back four. Miljedenak in the midfield, in the holding midfield. Then Leckie and Cruiser out wide with Tom Rogic in the cam role. And then, of course, Jamie McLaren up top, who, if you remember the Cambridge United Road to Glory on FIFA 17, if you've been with me that long, he was a fan favourite, Jamie McLaren, so we know what he's all about. Decent goal scorer. This is Not going to be the most difficult of games, I wouldn't have thought, but equally, it's not going to be the easiest, especially if the referee decides that things like that aren't fouls. That's not exactly going to help me break Australia down. And Jamie McLaren is in behind here in the opening stages. A nice little back heel to Cruiser. Oh, but that is a foul, apparently. Okay, sure. Fine. I don't like this referee already. Mili Edinek will take the free kick. He's going to dink it in. And indeed he does. And we shall clear with Stefan de Vrij. And Memphis Depay look to come away with it. But Sainsbury wins it back. Here's Lecky to Rogic to Bratton. Nice tackle by Van Dijk. And now we'll counter. Memphis, make me a run. Thank you, lad. Good boy. We'll sib in. Lay that off sideways. Zeno Wijnaldum with a driving run now. Ryan Babel, I'm just waiting for him to make me the right run. There he is. He's in the box. Ryan Babel pulls his shot wide of the target. McLaren, lovely through ball to Lecky. He's in behind here. Lecky, good save by Sillessen. Good footwork from the keeper to stop Australia from going in front. Lecky will deliver from that far side. And headed away by Genie. We'll drop here to Cruiser. And then to Milligan, but Strootman intercepts. Oh, Babel, that was nearly an exquisite first touch. It didn't quite work, unfortunately. Memphis with a nice turn inside. Babel, cross here. Oh, couldn't quite get it right for Promes. Nice strength shown by Quincy Promes. That we're familiar with, of course, from the Southampton series this year on regular FIFA. Did in the end up selling him in that save, but he was absolutely superb for me during his time at the club. And he's played in here. Now knock that back. Davy Prepper could have an effort from the edge of the box. And he's very unlucky not to have given us a 1-0 lead. Decent strike from Davy Prepper. I don't know much about him as a player, but he put a lot through that. Just unfortunately didn't have the accuracy. Nice tackle by Strootman on Lecky. Try and keep it in. Chugging away there, Kevin Strootman. He's not the fastest, bless him, but he kept that in well enough. Ryan Babel to accelerate away. Give that there to Davy Prepper. Promise has made a run centrally. We'll look to use him. Takes it in stride well enough. Promise is in a great position. I just need some teammates to pass the ball to in the middle, and nobody really wanted to commit to help me score what would have been a very simple goal. The man at the back post tried his best to get there, but the defender read it. Stefan de Vrij driving across here to try and deal with Jamie McLaren, and does so well. That should be my throw as well, and is. Well attacked at one end, well defended at the other. Still waiting for the first goal though. So there to Strootman. Vilhena, ordinarily I would say that Vilhena was a central midfielder, but on this World Cup mode, he's down by default as a left wing back. He does still have centre mid as one of his preferred positions, but he is defaulting as a left wing back, which helps because I don't really have any left wing back options. Patrick Van Aanholt would be a go-to for me personally for the Dutch, but he's not in the squad, so I can't use him. I'm actually playing Daley Blind as my backup left back, but he can play at CDM or centre back too, so he's a good squad player to have, Blind, but he doesn't really excel well enough in any particular position to warrant getting a start. We'll use Babel first here actually, and then maybe turn and go back to Prepper, and then through there to Quincy Promes. That's good football. And Babel is in the middle here. Oh, but it's actually Memphis at the back post, and it's squeezed in. Matthew Ryan tried his best to keep it out, but he couldn't do it. Memphis Depay makes it Netherlands 1, Australia 0, just 5 minutes before half-time. Angle was narrowing the entire time. I'll be honest, it was initially meant for Babel, the ball across, but just a little bit too far away from him. Oh, he's desperately unlucky to the goalkeeper. He's tried his absolute best, but Memphis with a good, strong left-footed strike in off the shins. We lead. That's a lovely through ball to Lecky. Perfectly weighted. Good tackle by Tony Vilhena, though. Really pleased with that. Drill that across, looking for Genie. It's not going to reach him, though. Australia have the opportunity. Trying to get themselves back in it again. Rogic to Jamie McLaren. Not much time to go here before half-time. This will be the last chance of the half, and Rogic will not score it. Sillessen with a save. It is a corner. We are over the time allotted for stoppage at the end of the first half. I just need to clear this, which we've done, and hopefully referee will blow his half-time whistle sooner rather than later, but he's still got the game ongoing. And into the box they come. Played the 1-2. If it had turned and tried to shoot, he might have scored. We'll go in at the break with a 1-0 lead. Hayner. Memphis Depay. Just a little flick from Ryan Babel. Kenny Tep, Promise down the line. Turn inside works quite well actually. Genie will look for Ryan Babel. Oh, good footwork from Ryan. Ryan Babel! What a finish! As I struck it and I saw Gini Wijnaldum's run, I was like, oh, maybe I should have passed it. But as it happens, it's flown into the back of the net. That's a great hit. What's the run that Gini makes it? It's absolutely brilliant, and I could have played him in. Goalkeeper perhaps unsighted by the man in front of him. Babel cuts that back across his body, flies it into that far corner. Really good strike from Ryan Babel. We're 2-0 in front. Phil Hayner. Nice ball through there to Gini Wijnaldum. Who will turn. I've got Ryan Babel there. And in spaces, Quincy Promes. That's poor defending from Australia. They've gone to sleep there, leaving the man free on the far side. Promes will bow in front of the fans. This is a good solid start to us at the World Cup here. Lovely footwork from Ryan Babel. Not such lovely pronunciation from me, but we have ourselves a 3-0 lead. Hayner, throw to Depay. I'll whip that. It's Babel at the back post. Ooh, good volley. Vincent Janssen has just come on and he very nearly got himself a goal there immediately. He came on literally as that throw was about to be taken. They brought on Aaron Moy. I've also brought on the man that's on the ball now, Marco van Ginkel. So we'll wait and see what he can do from midfield. Stroking through the middle there to Gini Wijnaldum. Vincent Janssen has come on. He's left-footed though, but how good's his right? Not bad. Nederlander 4, Australia 0. 15 minutes to go. Strootman out to Depay. There's Van Ginkel around the corner to Gini. Janssen, left foot, bang. You don't stop those. I knew as soon as I turned onto his left foot, I stood a great chance of scoring. It's a good finish for Vincent Janssen, and that left foot is pretty powerful, and he has smacked that right into the top corner. Took me a while to get going in the first half, but once we found our stride, the goals come quite quickly. Australia were 1-0 down at the break. They're going to be 5-0 down at the end of the game. 3 minutes added on. Even though I looked at it not too long ago, I can't remember who else is in my group. It's Peru and someone else, isn't it? I can't, off the top of my head, remember actually who else was in my group. So we'll wait and see what the other result was. It was Peru and someone. Memphis will look to play in Gini Wijnaldum here. This big win, if that dips, this big win will stand us in great stead moving forward. It gives us the opportunity to maybe slip up in one of the group stage games and not have to worry too much about going through because of goal difference. That will be heavily in our favour. So it's a 5-0 win here against Australia. Now, how did the other group stage game go? Denmark, that's who else was in our group. It was Peru and Denmark. It was Denmark that won by a 1-0 against Peru, and it's Peru that we face next. So a draw here would almost certainly see us through. A win, and we guaranteed progression through to the knockouts. Strootman in there to Gini Wijnaldum. A lovely turn from Vincent Janssen. Nearly a dream start here against Peru. I didn't press anything there. That was genuinely Quincy Promes' first touch. I think that was a physics engine mishap there. He went to take control of the ball and it just squirted away with anything I could do about it, to be honest. And now they might be in at the other end, Peru. We played Peru recently in the Road to Glory series on Ultimate Team. They gave me a decent game, actually. So I'm expecting them to do something similar here. And they might be taking a 1-0 lead. They are taking a 1-0 lead. It's a great strike from Flores. Burying that in the near post. Top corner. Well, they went 1-0 up against me in the Ultimate Team series as well, but I was able to get the victory. And hopefully we can turn it around here too. Good finish. Okay, out-muscled him, then tackled the ball straight back to him. Trying again here, but Quaid was pretty quick. It's a deep cross. Janmaat's underneath it and will win that header. Nice little lofted ball from Gini to Quincy Promes to ensure that he reached him. Vincent Janssen's on the run. He's onside here, and he's not the fastest, but he's quick enough. Pull this back. Promes. Oh, he's still going. Quincy Promes. Depay with the first time hit. Blocked and then saved. Oh, I tried to earn myself a corner just by twisting back. Win that with Vincent Janssen. Promes. Go for this sort of cross goal. Deflected in corner. All right, chance is coming now for us here. Memphis Depay will deliver the cross to the near post. Strootman's header goes over the bar. Far fan. Strootman intercepts and then I get lucky with the way it breaks to Van Ginkel. I'm just going to keep driving forward here until the defender makes a mistake and it opens up some space for a man, but that actually didn't happen. I've worked that well though. Quincy Promise will drive in. A number of defenders followed the ball, which means Genie's in space. 3 deflections later, as the ball pinballs around, it rolls very tamely into the hands of the Peruvian goalkeeper. It's a strong header there, though. Genie Wijnaldum. High around the corner to Vincent Janssen. Will get the shot off early. On target. Just again, rolling tamely into the hands of the Peruvian goalkeeper. Farfan. Oh, Flores has gotten past me there. Flores in the box. And a cross. 2-0. Peru extend their advantage. Jefferson Farfan at the back post. Ball squared across the middle. And it fell straight to him. Drilled in there. Missed timing of the tackle. And then to have the vision to pick out Farfan through 3 defenders. Brilliant stuff from Peru. And he's just slotted it home at the near post. Now we really are up against it. Farfan to Quaver. Oh, he's gotten the luck of the break there. This could be 3-0 Peru. And is. That was so lucky. I perfectly timed my tackle. And it's just cannoned back off his shins. And he's raced in behind. There's nothing I can do about that. I've done everything in my power to get the ball off him there. 3-0 Peru. Tapia. Farfan. Quaver around the corner there to Carrillo. Nice tackle by Daley Blind. Ball to Memphis. Quickly inside there to Genie Wijnaldum. I see the one Promise is making. Also see the one Vincent Janssen is making. And if I can get it back on his left, he's done a good chance. Why would he use your right? I've purposefully stepped inside there to get it on his left, and then he's drastically altered the shape of his body to try and use his right foot. What are you doing, Vincent? Swear he's left-footed. I'm absolutely certain he's left-footed. He is. Why would he do that? So frustrating. Right, I am 3-0 down at half-time here against Peru, and I've had more chances than them. They've just scored every single one of their shots on target. Big second half needed. Quaver. Oh, that was nice. Back heel to your two. Farfan with the turn. Looking for the through ball. Carrillo has got Daley Blind for pace all day long. Dariyama. Oh, it's a terrible clearance, and it's the 4th goal for Peru. Now, towards the end of the Australia game, I was like, we can afford ourselves a slip-up because goal difference shouldn't be a problem because we've won by 5-0. Well, how things have turned. The tables are completely upside down now. Such a terrible clearance. It's a good finish, but Dariyama's let me down there. 4-0 to Peru. This is exactly the sort of Jekyll and Hyde performance with the Australia and Peru games that is the reason why the Netherlands aren't at the World Cup in real life as well. Now, the question is, can I at least do something to lessen the deficit? I really highly doubt that I'll be able to get myself a draw out of this, but we can at least get 1 or 2 back to try and lessen the blow. Around the corner to Vincent Janssen. Try and play Quincy Promise in again, which we've done well. The only thing is I've got nobody to cross to. Pull that back. Find Vincent Janssen. Driving into the box. Vincent Janssen! How's he saved that? Show me a replay. That's on its way in, and he's just gotten to it. Cross for Depay to take. Put it about the penalty spot. It's a good delivery. Oh, Purple with a header beats the keeper and cleared away off the line. Just my luck in this game. Genie through the gap there to Quincy Promise. Turns well, but possession not able to be held. Memphis, I'm going to smack this all the way across here to Dariyama. Quickly get it down there to Quincy Promise, who ignores the ball. Well, that sums up my entire game, doesn't it? In front of Prerpa, out to Janmat. Promise can make the run down the line, and he has done, and he's played in well. But he's not got much stamina left, Quincy Promise. He might not need much stamina to get in behind. Oh. I have been absolutely destroyed here by Peru. Janssen, will that reach the man? It won't. Is that a corner or a goal kick? It's a corner, right. Let's get a consolation goal, shall we? Oh, flipped back towards the far post, which was the right thing to do in that situation. But Vincent Janssen flicks it onto the roof of the net only. Now, what happens in the other game between Denmark and Australia is absolutely crucial now. with regards our potential progression from this group stage. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need to guarantee myself a victory regardless of what happens, but if they draw, we should be good with just a draw against Denmark. I don't know how Peru have won that by 4-0. They got really lucky with their third. The fourth was frustrating as well. And let's have a look at the match stats. That is one of those games. Sometimes stuff like that just happens. Unfortunately, the other result goes Denmark's way, and handsomely too. Right. A draw might be enough if Australia beat Peru, but to guarantee our progression, I now need to go and win against Denmark. Kasper Schmeichel in goal for Denmark. They're matching my 4-3-3 with the attacking, central attacking midfielder Delaney. It's Christian Eriksen at Cam with Daniel Vass on the left-hand side. Yusuf Poulsen out wide with Pione Sisto on the left. Poulsen, I thought, was more of a striker, but they're going to play him out wide. We'll see how this game goes. But they've won both their games so far, Denmark. This is now or never territory. Prepper into Strootman. Through there, looking for Ryan Babel, who turns well. Strootman, good save by Kasper Schmeichel. I'm not sure whether Memphis was onside there. Cross will come in from him. Evidently he was onside. Strootman again in possession. Good footwork. I believe he's left-footed. Oh, he must be. Hell of a goal. Kevin Strootman makes it Netherlands 1, Denmark 0 in the 5th minute. Denmark guaranteed to go through, so there's nothing on the line for them other than perhaps getting top of the group and maybe a slightly easier round of 16 draw. But Strootman's had 2 chances for me now in the opening 5 minutes, and the second of which has buried itself in the back of the net. A dream start for me. That's exactly what I needed to settle my nerves after that Peru game. Eriksen, tackled by Van Dijk. Strootman steps in. Having a great opening first 15 minutes or so, Kevin Strootman. Daniel Vass. Sisto back to Demisi. Daniel Vass, Pione Sisto again. Tricky winger, Pione Sisto, going to do well to deal with him. Daniel Vass is a very capable central midfielder as well. Could cross the ball here. They're seemingly reluctant to whip it in, despite having the height of people like Yusuf Poulsen in the box to aim for. Back here to Demisi. They keep in possession well, Denmark. I'll give them that. Delaney forward to Christian Eriksen. Don't let him turn. Delaney into Jurgensen to Christian Eriksen. Well blocked. Probably going to be one of their main outlets, Christian Eriksen, with regards to their goal creation, or goal attempt creation. But they've been able to put a stop to it so far. Poulsen floated in, punched away, but the keeper's off his line and they've scored. Daniel Vass with the first time volley. Sillison punches only as far as the central midfielder. Still at Celta Vigo, I believe, in real life. Poulsen crosses. Keeper's come to punch. In fact, the keeper doesn't even get there for the punch. The defender heads it away. So why the keeper came for it in the first place, I have no idea. But it's a great finish. He does exactly what he needs to there. Jurgensen ducks out the way of it. And into the back of the net it goes. Denmark 1, Netherlands 1. Ball to Memphis Depay, who will cut back, then cross. And arriving is Strootman, I believe. May have been Prepper actually. But regardless, whoever it was, they didn't get there. Gini did get to that though. And he's done brilliantly to do so. In there to Ryan Babel. Good footwork. Memphis Depay. Turn his side, drop the shoulder. Memphis. Oh, shot blocks. Ryan Babel, it drops too, and he flashes it over the bar. Strootman. To Gini. Gini forward to Babel. Arriving is Gini Wijnaldum. Gini! It's a poor effort. It's a really poor effort. Kasper Schmeichel does well, but it was straight at him when I tried to put it in the corner. That's a good delivery though. Virgil van Dijk to free! It just hit him. There was nothing he could do. Eriksen to take a free kick here for Denmark. And it's whipped. Up we go. De Vries with the header. And Memphis will look to accelerate away, Henry. You are on your own. Simon Kjær is a man with him, but he's not going to be able to cope with the pace of Memphis. Drop the shoulder well. Please be onside. Oh, he is. When I played the second pass, my heart skipped a beat because I thought he was off. The first pass was meant to go to Babel anyway. and he played it sideways rather than forward to a second man. I genuinely thought I ballsed that up. That first pass here was meant to go to Babel, and he's knocked it short to Genie. Thankfully, the defenders dropped further because Babel was initially offside when I played the pass once Genie took possession, but we're back in front. Stay things, or keep things as they are, or things stay as they are, we will be through to the knockouts. Pro for the Danes. They'll find Ericsson, and they find Sisto. Cross comes in, please win that. Well up, Kevin. 10 minutes into the second half now. I find myself clock watching already, knowing that a win will guarantee me progression through, but a draw might not. Oh, it's either a case of watching the clock and trying to get myself a third goal without conceding a second. And it's pinging around in the box and making me very nervous. This is good football. Ryan Babel. Take your time, Tiz. Don't rush it. Prepper to Strootman. Babel's made a good run. Ryan Babel. Babel! Oh, good save, Kasper Schmeichel. There's a lot of power on that. He's done well to react in such a short space of time as the ball was travelling at pace towards him. Strootman will get this back here to Vilhena. Get it in there to Kenny Tet, the right back. Struggling against Pione Sisto, but Prepper turns. Tries to squeeze it through the gap. It won't go. Genie out to... Oh, it's a poor pass, but Memphis does get there. Prepper. Babel. Oh, it's squeezed. Schmeichel pounces on the loose ball. Win that, please, Virgil. He has done. Genie to Babel. Genie will go again. Poke that through to Memphis. Stand the cross up. Oh, it won't drop for me. It's good defending again from Denmark. And Striger Larsen will complete the clearance with a throw in. Paulsen, Ericsson. I love that. Keep it in. Well done. Forward looking for Babel now. Is he onside? I'm not sure. The answer appears to be yes. Look it in. Promise! Wide. There are 11 minutes to go. Babel going off for Vincent Janssen. This is the tightest we've ever been with regards to qualification from the group stages in any of these World Cup run-throughs we've done so far. Win that header, please. And it's got me particularly nervous. It's probably realistic that the Netherlands would struggle like this to get out of a group similar to this, because obviously they didn't even qualify for the tournament itself in a group that they should most certainly have at least finished second in. You would have expected France to top the group, but you would have expected the Netherlands to finish above... Oh, it was meant for the left back. You would have expected the Netherlands to finish above Sweden in the group stage, especially considering Sweden didn't use Zlatan at all, I don't believe, in their qualification process, but they weren't able to do so. They have... Oh, come on, just react to the ball, mate. They have underperformed of late, the Netherlands, very much so on the international stage. But we're hoping to regain some sort of reputation for the Dutch here, and we could do... Oh no, I was going to say we could do that here by getting a third goal, because there was so much space for Quincy Promes on the far side. That certainly would have been 3-1, and we could yet in the same highlight be going to 2-2, but Silerson comes across and claims the ball, and that might be the interception from the goalkeeper that sees us qualify for the knockout stages. Vincent Janssen tried to win that header and didn't, but Strootman wins that one. It was very, very important. Knocked that back around the corner. Vincent Janssen needs to show some strength here, and he hasn't. Jesper Vestergaard gets it away from me. Oh, Sisto, get rid. Cool. And the heart is beating very fast, and there's the final whistle. Now, I think that's us through to the knockouts. The players seem happy enough with the victory, but I'm not sure whether that's because they're reacting to just winning or reacting to having qualified as well. More chances than the opposition again. What happened between Peru and the Netherlands? Peru and Australia. Well, I thought we'd done enough for the win against Denmark. We hadn't. The first time that I've been knocked out in the groups. The Netherlands finish on 6 points and go out on goal difference. On goal difference. Wow. feel for Australia, having scored none and conceded 10. It's very rare that you win 2 games in the groups and end up going out, but that is exactly what's happened here. It's the first time that's happened in our attempts with any nation so far, and perhaps of the 3, considering they didn't even qualify for the tournament, as we mentioned in the last highlight, that's probably how things might well have gone down in real life had the Netherlands been put in that group. A win against Australia and Denmark, defeat against Peru, and out. No knockout stage with the Netherlands. I may try online with the Netherlands later in the life cycle of this game mode, and I may again try with the Netherlands offline as well. But for now, that's it with the Netherlands at the World Cup. They didn't qualify in real life, and I haven't been able to get them any further than the groups on the game either, despite winning 2 of my 3 games. Such is the way things go sometimes. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Next up, I think I'm going to do Portugal. Someone, I think the most recent comment I saw was use Portugal offline on the comment section. I've just refreshed. It says Belgium, Belgium, Portugal. And I've done Belgium. You've seen that already. So Portugal will be the next one that I do. And I'm not sure whether that'll be tomorrow or the day after. I might have another Ultimate Team Road to Glory episode tomorrow. But Portugal will be the next side that I do it with offline. And I'll go and record that now. Thank you very much for watching. Apologies I couldn't get the Netherlands any further. I'll see you next time.